Testing. Okay, we're gonna try some. I'm gonna try some gestalt work with this picture instead of a dream. Real dreams I've been having the last few days aren't so interesting, so I'm experimenting with a picture to see how I do with that. So I see this picture here, and first of all, I'm remembering. I think it's from Taoism, maybe it's from Zen. The idea, before you paint the branch, become the branch. So maybe I'll start off with the branch. All right. Well, no, in Gestalt therapy, if I remember correctly, it's best maybe to start off with the environment. Okay, the overall environment. The overall environment of this picture. I am the environment of this picture. Inside of me is, I am nature. I am nature. And inside of me are all kinds of colors. This particular nature today, this moment, I am full of colors. There's red, and there's blue, dark blue, and there's brown, and I have, those are the main, no, then there's some kind of background, grayish green, maybe, and there's some lightish color that maybe is white, or maybe has a little bit of yellow in it. No, it's mostly white, cream color, that's the cream color, and then the yellow. Then there's yellow. I have all these colors. I'm a nature. I'm brightly colored at this moment. At this moment, I am nature full of colors. And that is pleasant. I like being nature full of colors. And I'm looking over there watching this little blip move along the screen and hoping this thing is going to record correctly, but we'll find out. Sounds like it. I tested it enough times. It should work out. We'll find out. Okay, so I'm nature full of colors, and I'm very pleasant this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it's 5 o'clock in the morning doing this work. And I'm nature full of colors. That's, what else can I say? I enjoy being nature full of colors. And I'm full of life also. I have a peacock. And then there's some other bird. Maybe that's Mrs. Peacock. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I have a, that, my guess is that this is Mrs. Peacock. So I have a peacock family, and I have a branch. This particular corner of me, the nature, has a branch and has tuboids and flowers, and maybe there's some leaves. They're bluish. So I enjoy very much being this peacock and this nature. I don't know what else I have to say as nature, except this, I enjoy being nature. This, what can I say about nature? Okay, nature. Nature is neutral out there. It's the world that associations. Okay, first we see the object, and then in Gestalt we want to allow ourselves to have associations now that I saw it. And associations to being nature. If I'm nature, and I have all these colors inside of me, and these creatures that live inside of me, I'm full of life, and I'm almost endless, depending on how you look at me, but I'm absolutely incredibly huge. All kinds of nature could be in galaxies and galaxies of galaxies, and the infinite beyond. And then there's the infinite small that's inside of me also, if I'm nature. the tiniest of the tiniest, the micro of the micro of the micro, and then there's the macro of the macro of the macro. And boy, there's no end to me if I'm nature. Absolutely endless. Well, no, wait, there must be an end. If you're religious, well, I'm not going to get into theory here. So in the meantime, I'm just feeling endless. Infinitely macro, infinitely micro, as nature. All right, now, if I look for a musical idea for this nature thing that I'm dealing with here, okay, so if I'm nature, I'm endless macro and endless micro. I just go on and on. I don't change. At the same time, I'm always changing. I'm always changing. And I don't change. Now, what kind of sense does that make to me, Franklin? I'm certainly getting older, very aware of getting older lately. So I'm changing, getting closer to that graveyard, 69 years old. On the other hand, I might go on another 20 years doing my thing. Never know. Mother lived to be 103. She might have lived longer. So I'm changing, and I'm not changing. Somehow I feel like I'm still me. Reminds me of my father when he had Alzheimer's. After a certain amount of time, he used to say, "Whatever happened to Henry Wepner?" He remembered that there was once a Henry Wepner. So in that sense, he was the same. But he was changing, and he knew that something happened to Henry Wepner. That Henry Wepner, the way he knew him, was no longer there. So, let's see. So in me too, if I'm nature, I'm always changing, and the me that was is never here anymore. And yet, somehow, some spirit part always feels, that's the now. The now is always here, at least so far. I'm getting lost. Too much philosophy. Okay. So anyway, this is my sense of being nature. Of being endless and always changing together. And that's my sound if I'm nature right this moment. That seems like a nice sound. I have a simple sound. If I make it too more complicated, it won't feel right this moment. Now, if I'm nature, what do I say to the creatures inside of me? I say, "Hey creatures, hey peacock, hey Mrs. Peacock, Hey branch. Hey leaves. You're all inside of me. And nice that you're always around, that you're around for a while. I'm full of life. I'm full of life. You're my life. And so what do we creatures say? We creatures say, thanks for letting us be here. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. You're our context. You're our world. So we have a harmonious relationship, nature and my creatures. Yep. You look out for us, and we give you something interesting to think about and to feel and to be aware of. And that seems about right. We'll stop for a moment. Stop.